Alright, hey guys, this is Dave again. What we're doing today is we're just going to explain a little more in depth what the full Impact Boffer Combat is. If you saw the last video, we kind of talked about LARPing in general. This time we're going to be a little more specific. We're going to explain the differences between the high Impact Boffer Combat, and then a little later on today, we're going to show you what regular LARPing is, a little more heavy on the role playing. So today we're at the park and with Cass and Alexis. They're going to help me out and kind of show what exactly is going on. In the background here, we got a group called Dagorhir. That's all they do is this full Impact Boffer Combat. So I'm going to let these guys take over, explain a little more how to do it, and go for it. Tell us a little bit about the rules. Tell us how you do this.
Well, to put it simply, the best way to play this game is to not die.
Okay.
We go based off of a one-hit count, where if a sufficient striking force strikes you in any part of the body, you lose that part of the body. The general life area being your torso area, your back, your glutes, or your thighs. That's the general safety area. You get hit there, you're dead.
Okay.
It includes groin, unfortunately for guys.
Okay, so wear a cup. That might be a good idea.
That might help.
Okay.
If you get hit in one of the limbs, you lose that limb. If you lose 2 out of your 4 limbs, you're dead. You bleed out, you're gone. Once you lose that limb, you typically throw whatever it is that you have down, tuck your arm behind your back. If you lose your leg, you drop to your knees.
Okay.
If you lose any 2 limbs, you are dead. Even if it's the same limb. If you lose your arm, you get hit in your arm again, it would have traveled through to your body and killed you. So you are still dead.
Okay. So can you guys go ahead and show us, kind of in a slow motion, how that might look, and then maybe we'll speed up in just a second and kind of do real combat. Alright, so let me step out of the way so that you can kind of see them. Just go ahead and explain those rules again, slowly. Losing limbs, so.
Alright, so you'd start out, this is called dagger, making simple strikes on contact. Any kind of a basic strike on a limb would lose that limb.
She just hit my arm, so I would have to drop my shield, switch to a sword, and put my arm behind my back and fight him. Yes.
We get into small details where hand-on weapon is invincibility, thus encouraging the block mechanism. Learning how to actually take proper stances in poison and learn how to block your weapon properly. Right in the arm. So right there, I would lose my arm. Yay!
And you keep going until...
You just keep going until one other person is dead, or until the entire army's dead.
This is the main focus, is the combat. There will be a slight bit of role-playing sometimes. You guys will have little scenarios, right? Very simple, capture the flag, kill everybody, you know, whatever the case may be. So, now that you kind of saw those rules, now they're going to go at it for real. Alright, so let me get out of the way so I don't get killed. Point out something very important with this full impact is safety. Safety is number 1. So we got very specific weapons and gear. You can see that these are some pretty thick foam padded shields. Especially if you're going to hit somebody with it, like a shield charge, you don't want to really actually physically hurt them, but you want to let them know that they just been hit with the shield. We also got these, they're called boffer weapons, foam weapons. They're made out of foam. They're a certain thickness for this type of game. Again, we want to let people know that we're hitting them, you know, that they're going to know that they got hit. We're not literally trying to hurt people here. We want to have fun. This is all about fun. So we got very specific weapons. Alexis here, she's got some gloves on. We got any other safety gear? Knee pads. Some of these guys back here have goggles on. So, like any full contact sport, there is the chance for injury, but as long as you play safe, have fun, you know, hopefully we can minimize those injuries. So especially when you're using the right equipment, respectful of who you're playing with, you know, don't keep beating them down once they're already down. It's good. It's a game.
It is an honor-based system, so you don't know for sure if you hit somebody until they tell you that you were hit. Typically, though, if you're not honorable, not necessarily the nicest people don't last long in this game, but it's a good thing because that means most people who you're playing with are nice, honorable, awesome people to get to know.
Awesome. Okay, and that's a great point. Honor system, again, this is all about fun. And if we're not having fun, there's no point in doing this. Unless you just really are crazy and need to hit something. Whatever. But you may have seen my sword. My sword's a little different. This would not really be approved for this kind of stuff. Just because it does have, points. It's maybe not as thick. This is something that might be used if it's a little more role play heavy and there just happens to be some combat. I want to look like I'm in character, so I got something that looks like a real sword. If you're doing the role-playing stuff, of course you can still use stuff like this, but this is just for the people who really want to be immersive, wearing that costume or whatever. So this would not be approved for this kind of combat. I think that's pretty much everything that we got regarding this. Hopefully we see you guys, out here in the park, or go ahead and start up your local group. If you need some more information, leave some comments on this video, and we'll answer all your questions.
Some thank yous.
And thank you for watching us, and thank you for to my helpers. Thank you for my cameraman for reminding me to say thank you. Alexis, Cass, and Burning Foot. All right, so that's your role-playing name. Okay, cool. So that's where we're at. Thank you guys again. I definitely appreciate you. Elbows, right? There we go. Thank you.